Welcome back to Megaman Legends 2. Still here in Yasyanki Village Town. Just call it Yasyanki, so you don't need the town or village addition to it. I mean, it's not like my town is called Redacted Town. It's just the name itself, you know? It's just the name itself. Oh, hello. Huh. Odd. I guess she's another person from the island. Not the game I'd expect to see a black punk rocker, but, cool. That's actually a pretty cool design. I'm sorry, I've played enough Japanese games. Organ music is just inherently, foreboding. Even if this is literally just a church. And a church in a non-evil way. Again, this is a Japanese game, so that does need to be specified. I have no idea what donations do in this game. So, yep, this priest has opened the ruins for us, as priests are known to do. Weird music to dance to, Data. Man, my brain goes in weird directions lately. Somehow, because there's organ music in Ocarina of Time with Ganondorf, I immediately thought this remix you can find online, where they take the melody of the shop theme and use the instrumentation of Ganondorf.
One more key left. This place looks pretty cold. Good luck.
It's just really good video. really good fan-made song. But anyway, we're in the Kalinka ruins. I don't know why this is, but there is seemingly a trend in some games to have like really ultra repetitive background music for ice levels in some games. This one's really defined by do 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 do.
It looks like there's a place where the floor's weaker around there. Try shooting it with your buster.
So this is one of the only times, although I did shoot it without doing this, but this is one of the only times where like there's a use to like actively changing the camera to shoot up and down. Normally it's much easier and simpler to just use the lock-on mechanic. But that's to show you, hey, you can do that. If they ever bring this series back, I would love to see it with modern controls. where control's good enough where you wouldn't need a lock-on. Or at least not to this extent. I mean, though to be fair, you could still do it with a lock-on. As I thankfully got the right weapon to get rid of these guys easily. See, blue fire now, because it's a cold area. Blue fire is still hot, you morons. That doesn't make it ice area fire. I don't know if I'm mad at... I'm undecided if I'm mad at game devs or the actual robots. I'm gonna say the robots. The Mamus or whatever, the mammoth-looking ass Reaver bots. They're here, they're back. They were in a snowy area before. Makes sense. Also, they were pretty tough to deal with. Also makes sense. Strange, laughing, twirling Reaver bots. You can only hurt them with, as far as I can tell, at least, with these, with my special weapon. What was I talking about a second ago? There was something else I was bringing up and I just lost. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair about the lock-on mechanic though, is that my favorite game, and the one I just replayed the newest version of, is Metroid Prime. And that has a lock-on, so, you can still do that in a modern game. Yeah, like, honestly, I'd be more than fine with even a GameCube level of understanding of, this type of controls and gameplay. It is unfair that the most awkward generation is the only one that got to get games in this series. Well, new games. There were PSP versions in Japan. And technically I'm playing this on a PS3 if you want to count that, I guess. But you can also play Super Mario Bros. 1 on the Switch.
Is there a place in the ceiling that looks like you could get through? If there is, you could probably shoot it out and climb up.
If there isn't, why was this piece of dialogue put in the game? Yeah, but it is a shame that, like, because I just love so much about this game and these games. Why do we not get even something resembling modern versions of them? At least Capcom's not one of those companies that just burns everything to the ground except the same two genres, one of which is turned into a live service game that'll die in 3 months. So I can't be comparatively mad at Capcom about it. Though I'm sure I'll talk about something to be mad at.
Up to the next level. Look around.
Yes, that's what you said before, Roll. And yeah, there's this red tiles on the ceiling. Can't seem to do anything with them from here, though. But I will say, by the end of this Let's Play, I'll definitely have something not great to say about Capcom when it comes to this series. Just wait for it. But anyway, as we're going through these ruins, you can tell also the floor is slippery ice. Pretty easy to get. Gonna go slip around and make controlling things even more difficult.
Watch your step, Megaman. It looks like the floor's weak.
A little late on that, Roll. Mega Man, you're in an ice area. It's slippery. Yeah, thanks, Roll. Yeah, just was a little indecisive on where I should go first.
careful, Megaman. It looks like the floor's weak in that area.
Yes, we get it, Roll. I'm never gonna say take away voice acting from this game in even the smallest parts, but like, that seems a bit redundant to do that if I've already gone in that room. Okay, what's in here now? Just one little thing. And there we go, we got items on the map. Speaking of Ocarina of Time, once again, just like the compass in those games, just shows you wherever all the items are. But you need to download the map to get the map, just like Ocarina. Was that the first game series to do that? I think it is. If it is, that means this game... No. First game didn't. This game came after. This game came out the same year as Majora's Mask, so... I guess they must have taken an idea from Ocarina because they liked it. Obviously, if this game was going to take from any other game as a sequel, other than the previous game, it was going to be Ocarina of Time. As did, like, a ton of games back then. And obviously they were correct to do that. That's the game you take ideas from. That and, like, 3 other ones. Yeah. So the trick to that is, as you might be able to tell, is that the little fan, I guess, has 4 different sections that'll, like, temporarily disappear. And you have to shoot them as they move, while also being careful to not stay on any of those red platforms for too long. I took a guess that maybe the asbestos shoes would help with the slipperiness because they deal with ice. That's not how that works. But I don't need the jet skates or whatever, so... Hover skates, I don't know. I forget what they're called. But let's try this again. Let's go through, get through that gap. This is admittedly a kind of clever little puzzle.
Looks like there's an opening you can use to get down to the floor underneath you. Except it's covered by some kind of energy barrier. Maybe you can deactivate the barrier with a control panel.
The blue barrier key. Won't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out. And I don't know. I think Roll in this game, but especially this dungeon, I think she's a little too willing to, like, spell things that the obvious out. It's a little, I don't know. It's the type of over-tutorializing that, like, just got really bad, like, a decade after this. Oh, by the way, for some reason those fans just disappeared. Curiously, there's just new enemies in here all of a sudden. There's a mammoth just running back and forth now. Okay, so back in here with, unfortunately, these guys keep respawning. Game is getting annoying with what enemies respawn and what don't. The problem here is that you jump really high, and the shoes are really slippery, and the controls aren't perfect. So all of us combined is to make the platforming they want from us here don't know if maybe more difficult than you were expecting, but definitely more difficult than you would expect looking at it. There is kind of a delay on these jumps. It's the type of delay that in most circumstances wouldn't be a problem, but they are for this. And cleverly you can hear them coming out of the ice, just giving you a little warning that you're about to get into a fight. But unsurprisingly, those type of Reaver bots are, as always, they're pretty easy to deal with. More platforming, unfortunately. Will we make it? So far, so good. But again, these will fall if we stay on them, so we have to be very careful. Thankfully, it's just a run to this one. And there we go. Once we did all that, it stopped being annoying. So that's really just that first jump and trying to figure out the physics. That was just too much. Now there's two here. Obviously the blue one is gonna deal with the blue barrier. And the purple one is gonna deal... I think you get it in front of it. Ice. Red. Okay, so is this one of those things where that color's gonna look different to different people? Or did he just get that color wrong? I have no idea. Though I do appreciate that it's the blue and red keys, and you have these red platforms next to these blue, very blue looking dungeon. Well, the ice is a little blue, to be exact. It's more consistently kind of blue. But also very white. You know, ice, snow. Decided to put on the Power Razor... something. Just become as powerful as possible. That, and into this next door is an elevator. Okay. And on to the next floor. These little guys. I think if you kill them, you get a ton of money, but they run away very quickly, so it's hard to do. Oh no. Bro, why do you keep saying that? At this point, I've seen this floor. This is nothing new. The other ones I could at least understand, but like, you've already dealt with that and had Roll talk to you about the floors at this point. Right? There's no way you haven't. Why have you not told me there's an enemy around the corner? That might be useful. I think there's supposed to be enemies down there, too. Have Roll tell you important things, like the fact that that treasure chest is a fake. Oh, these guys. The never-ending spawning purple thing.
Look at the ceiling. You should be able to shoot through it and make an opening.
Roll, seriously. I know. I've done this. I mean, thanks for the hint, I guess, but, like, God. You don't have to treat Megaman like an idiot.
There should be a door in that room that leads to the next area. If you can't see it, it must be above you somewhere. You could... Looks like there's a barrier there, too. You can probably shut that one off if you find the right control panel.
Okay, those are at least somewhat useful. That first one in particular, but, unfortunately, she got cut off. That first mess got cut off because I fell down. A thing that anyone playing this game would be likely to do. I really don't think they thought through Roll's dialogue in this place all that well. Maybe that element was like one of the last things he did in the game. Was Roll's dialogue in dungeons, and they just ran out of time, I don't know. And as you can tell, this is a large room. Some pillars, red triangle. A few places to go. What's in here? I don't know. Map data. Okay, so now we have a complete map. I'm still gonna fill it in. You can't stop me. So this one clearly goes from one end to the other. There's a hallway that loops all the way back to the other side. Okay, I get that. That's actually good map data to have right now. And there's one other place. And obviously these guys are gonna respawn. Just gonna ignore them. And in this hallway, we're gonna make our way around here and see if we can get to the end of Kalinka Ruins next time. So next time, I just said what we do next time. See you there.